19-4 in the year, 11-1 in duels. Gefeller now with his 20th win of the year, 20-2. As you said earlier, the 2 losses to number 1 and number 2 in the division.
Well, that's why I'm saying that's a really good match, right? You just lost 3-1 in a really highly competitive match. It's down to a takedown, and you do some nice scrambling, some nice work with a guy who's only got 2 losses by a couple of points to the guys who won or 2. So I think that puts Montserrat in a really good spot, but it's just something he's got to continue to work at and keep going with.
On to 157 now. Oklahoma State leading the team score 17-0. So it's Zachary Moore for West Virginia, who's actually an Oklahoma City native, redshirt junior. Wyatt Sheets wrestling for Oklahoma State, 9-7 in the year, his first duel of the year. He's only wrestled tournaments.
Specialist.
This is the only weight class where Oklahoma State does not have a ranked wrestler.
Yeah, feel bad for him, don't you?
That's right, just terrible.
But God, it's a travesty. Look at that John Smith has built a great program. They do a wonderful job recruiting people, and he does a good job developing them when they get there.
418 wins for John Smith, winningest active coach in D1, 8th coach to reach 400 wins for his career. 28th season, he's got 5 championships.
It's not bad, huh?
This program far and away has the most national champions. His team and individual All-Americans.
You know, and there's no doubt, I mean, John's a competitive guy. There's no doubt that they want to get to the place where, you know, they're behind Penn State and Ohio State in the rankings, and those are 2 obviously very good teams. And I don't have any doubt that that's what he's gunning for. Once those national championships, that's...
Well, and you need depth and you need quality depth, and they have both those things. As we mentioned, just 1 weight class without a ranked kid today.
Well, you know, in wrestling, getting depth is not that easy. You're going to have to get really good people to come to your program really for no money, right? Because there's not that much scholarship money in wrestling as compared to football, who's got enough for like 3 deep, or there's 13 people in basketball related to the 5 who are going to be on the floor, right? So you have to have a lot of people who are going to come for either a little bit or not much or no money at all, who are very good, who may never step on the mat but stick around the program, because you're going to have those people in the room to work out and push somebody, right?
Well, and every kid in this lineup today for Oklahoma State has redshirted, so you also have to have that faith of, okay, I'm going to sit a year. Obviously, I'm going to be able to wrestle unattached, but I'm going to have to sit a year before I even get a chance to, you know, take them out.
Well, and you know, some of them they're not all of those. I don't know if all of those were like in your first year red shirts, so some of them might have been a little bit later on, and I don't know if any of these guys, I'd have to look at it. You know, there's Olympic red shirts and things along those lines for guys training for those particular teams, but.
Scoreless first period between Zachary Moore for West Virginia, Wyatt Sheets for Oklahoma State. Moore 500 for the year, 9-9, and match over 500 for his career, 38-37. 2-2 in Big 12 duels this year. Leads the Mountaineers with 5 pens. Sheets, I mentioned, has just wrestled tournaments this year, 9-7, 20-12 in his 2-year active career. 4 Tech Falls, 2 pens among those 9 wins.
You know, to me, Zach Moore is really a 49-pounder, right? I mean, he's wrestling up a weight class, and he's doing a good job, and he's trying to be competitive. He's just not a big guy, right? He's just, when you're watching the guys he's wrestling, everybody is bigger than he is. I mean, certainly the weight, you weigh the same, but body composition and things along those lines. And but you know what? We just talked about Christian Montserrat. He's not going to be Christian Montserrat. And so he's wrestling up a weight class, and has given up some matches that I'm sure he doesn't like. And those. So the tough part about this sport is. It's a combat sport, right? So if you lose, you get kind of beat up. It's not like it's not like basketball where somebody slam dunks and you might see that on ESPN necessarily. In this one, you're getting your arms twisted around and your face buried in the mat. So the whole aspect of your confidence and your ability to keep pushing when you feel like you might be overmatched, and trying to find ways of being competitive and strengths that you have in comparison, those things are incredibly tough on you mentally and emotionally. And when you learn to do that, I mean, it helps you for the rest of your life, but it is very, very challenging to do.
First period will pass by without any scoring between Zachary Moore and Wyatt Sheets. Second period does the same, and we'll head to the third. Moore on top. Caution there. A little bit too quick with the grip.
That was a caution again.
Second caution.
I mean,
Quick escape.
yes, it was.
Sheets out to make it 1-0. 7 seconds into the period.
Zach not really known for his riding prowess.
Which
And
goes
look,
back
and
to
I
what
think
you were saying.
that's another area that he just needs to improve on. If you can spend some time on top, let alone turn somebody, you can spend some time on top and make them work down there, because they're carrying your weight plus trying to move themselves. You can make them work, make them do some things, make them expend some energy. You've got some advantages. You know, Zach is quick. So here's the difference, right? Okay, it's not a bad, it's a good call, right? So the difference in this match, when you're watching them on their feet, right? In the other matches, what did you see? You saw movement, right? Their feet were moving, they were moving side to side, they're in and out, they're staying in good position while they're doing that. In this match, that was not real good technique there from Moore at all. Just left his arm way up in the air. And Sheets just little hip turn and took advantage and knocked him down on his butt. And now you got to get off the bottom.
Had to try something, of course, down 1-0, but that wasn't the best move to try. And that will close it out. So Wyatt Sheets' first dual match of the year goes well. A 3-0 win for the Oklahoma State redshirt sophomore, and the Cowboys will head into the intermission leading 20-0. So recap the match.